What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the 10 best things to do in Calgary. I think Calgary definitely goes unappreciated here in America. I had to look this up, but Calgary is actually one of the most populated cities in all of Canada. And I didn't even know that. When I think of Calgary, nothing really comes to mind. I can't picture anything. So I think today is going to be a bit of a Calgary appreciation day. And to start this off, let's take a look at the map so I can make it very clear to myself where we are talking about. This is Canada, and if we zoom into Alberta, we have Calgary. It's very south. It's actually like much closer to the United States than I ever thought. I bet Americans in like Montana and Washington and or North Dakota, I bet they know about Calgary because those three states are quite close to Calgary now that I'm looking at it. But for the rest of us, I have to say, no offense to Calgary, but I think the truth is we really don't ever talk about it or mention it. It doesn't come up, and we don't really get an opportunity to learn anything about it here in the US. So, yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to take a look at some of the coolest stuff in Calgary. And real quick, before we start the video about it, I have some pictures here I just wanted to take a look at. This is what Google shows you when you Google Calgary. This is the city. Wow, it's actually beautiful. I feel like sometimes I come across as a little insensitive. I'm like, wow, Calgary is actually beautiful. It's not disgusting and ugly. It's like, no, I'm just saying, like, it's beautiful compared to any city I've ever seen. There's like a river running through it. Is this true? Some bridges there, some really cool bridges. There's the skyline. What is this bridge on the right? What the heck is that thing? Is Calgary living in the year 3000? Is this like a hyperloop? And then what? Are there mountains near Calgary? Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. No more spoilers. I'm acting like Calgary is a TV show. No more spoilers. Not like it hasn't been around for a long time. No spoilers about Calgary. But I am excited to jump into this video. This is about the 10 best things to do in Calgary. So let's take a look.
At number 10 is Calgary Zoo.
Oh, okay.
The Calgary Zoo is located in Bridgeland, Calgary, just east of downtown and
Cool.
adjacent to the East Village.
Wow. First thing I'm noticing is they have some really, really, like, exotic animals. Like, the hippo, who's getting hit in the head by a spout of water, of course. Maybe he enjoys that.
Is located in Bridgeland, Calgary.
Like, what? Are these, lemurs? Lemurs.
Just east of downtown and adjacent to the East Village neighborhood. The
Cool.
zoo is a great place to connect with nature and be inspired by the natural world's most fascinating creatures.
Yeah.
Here, visitors can get
Oh, look at these turtles. Little tiny turtles. The zoo. So Calgary, is this like a pretty well-known zoo in Calgary?
up close to nearly 1,500 different animals,
Wow.
representing 5 continents. There are also botanical gardens, a butterfly conservatory, and a center for conservation and research.
this freaking hippo cracks me up. This is a really nice zoo. See, it has like 1,500 animals, did they say? Very nice zoo. If you go to this zoo, don't get your hopes up on the hippo doing too much. It's sitting at like the bottom of the tank on a rock. Guess that's just where it likes to chill, I guess.
Number 9 is Studio Bell.
Oh, okay.
Studio Bell is located in Calgary's East Village.
Studio Bell? What is this exactly? Is this some kind of museum?
And is the home of the National Music Centre. Explore Canada's identity, reflected in the vibrant and creative music scene, with 22 exhibition galleries across 5 floors. And
Oh, this is like about Canadian music history. Is Calgary like known particularly for like a Canadian music scene? like in the United States, like you might, if you're specifically if you're into country music, you might go to Nashville or something. Is Calgary like a music scene in Canada, or does it just have the music museum?
And a stunning 300-seat performance space.
Wow.
Experience the story of music in Canada through interactive exhibitions, see live music, or make your own.
Cool.
And delve into the National Music Center's collection that spans over 450 years of music technology and innovation.
Wow. See, this is the kind of thing I had no idea about Calgary. Like, if you're a big music fan, Calgary has like one of the perfect places for you.
At number 8 is TELUS Spark.
I'm trusting this list. I don't know where we're gonna go in this top 10 list of things to do in Calgary. This is the Spark. Is this like some kind of club or something? What do you do here?
TELUS Spark is Canada's first new purpose-built science center and a place for people of all ages and abilities to embrace the exploration and discovery of science, technology, and art.
I take back everything I said. That is awesome. This is like a science center. Oh, that is so cool. It's also like whether you're an adult or you have kids you want to bring along and do science. Wow.
5 galleries, outdoor space, live science demonstrations, and dozens of interactive
Oh, look, they're doing the lay on top of a bed of nails thing. They have quite a few interesting exhibits in this science center, I think.
hands-on exhibits. Visitors can explore and play while learning about the fundamentals of science.
What? What?
Number 7 is Prince's Island Park.
Okay, good. I like that this video has a mixture of specific attractions, like the zoo and the music museum and that Spark Science Center. But I also want to see some more, like, maybe some stuff outdoors, or that has to do with, like, the city of Calgary. This is Prince's Island Park. So this is part of the city of Calgary.
Prince's Island Park is an urban park developed on the island of the Bow River, immediately north of downtown Calgary.
Okay, because I don't have a great sense of what Calgary looks like geographically. So there's a river, and there's this bridge. Does it lead to like an island, and that's where this park is?
It was built on the site of a former sawmill and has picnic areas, trails, and a seasonal outdoor skating rink.
Oh, wow.
Prince Island Park is not only a great place to enjoy beautiful city views, it also plays host to a number of festivals throughout the year.
Nice. That's so great. If you happen to live in Calgary, you're really close to like this beautiful, to nature, to the outdoors, to this park. So you can kind of have the best of both worlds, the city life, and then you got this nature nearby.
At number 6, visit Fort Calgary.
Okay.
Fort Calgary is a living museum that shows the beginnings of Calgary from 1875 and
Okay, so this makes more sense to me, that in Calgary would be the Calgary Museum, but it's called Fort Calgary.
is located at the convergence of the Bow and Elbow rivers.
Okay.
Here, visitors can learn about the rich history of the mounted police.
This doesn't look like this almost looks like a dentist's office waiting room. It doesn't really look like a museum. I guess you just get to be really up close to all the exhibitions and objects. Like, is that just like a machine gun sitting like in the hallway?
Take a virtual tour of Calgary from a streetcar and get a feel for what it was like when the first train arrived in town.
Okay, cool.
Number 5 is Fish Creek Provincial Park.
Oh, nice. So Calgary has a couple of parks. Fish Creek Provincial Park. This looks enormous.
Fish Creek Park is a provincial park located in the southern part of Calgary and is
Okay.
the second largest urban park in Canada. This
Okay.
is a wonderful place to enjoy nature at its best. Well,
Oh, and you know what? I think, just to clear this up, I know there's a distinction between the city of Calgary and probably like the Calgary metropolitan area, the greater Calgary area or something. So it's cool. I think we're touching on some things like in the city itself, and then some things like in the Calgary like greater area. I think that this must be what this is, because I don't think this gigantic park is in the city, you know?
while being within the city, There are so many paved and
Wait, what did they say?
a wonderful place to enjoy nature at its best while being within the city.
I mean, I say all of that, and then they say technically you're in the city. I wonder what that means.
There are so many paved and unpaved paths, and even a man-made lake for swimming. There is also
wow.
a visitor center with information and maps featuring miles of hiking and biking trails.
Very cool. So is this like the landscape around Calgary, like these sort of sparse wooded areas, pretty flat? But in some of the pictures at the beginning, there were mountains. Are there any mountains nearby? I'm a little confused.
At number 4 is Callaway Park.
Ooh.
Callaway is Western
Oh.
Canada's largest outdoor amusement park, offering
Oh.
high-energy entertainment and family-friendly rides.
I was gonna say like another national park. Okay, cool. It's an amusement park. Okay, very cool.
The park is home to 32 exciting rides, 23 carnival games, a 3D theater, and plenty of food vendors.
Wow.
Callaway is located in Springbank, 4 kilometers west of the city limits of Calgary, and offers upsweeping views of the Rocky Mountains.
Okay, yeah. So this is like 40 miles like away from the city of Calgary. That's really cool though. Like if you're living in Calgary, you have access to a lot of cool stuff pretty close by. Like within an hour's drive, there seems to be a lot of stuff to do.
Number 3 is Peace Bridge.
Yes, okay, perfect.
Peace Bridge is a
I saw this picture at the beginning of this bridge that looks like it's that aliens built it. And I was wondering, thank goodness they're covering this. Okay,
the
good.
bridge that accommodates people walking and cycling across the Bow River in
Cool.
Calgary. This
Cool.
unique bridge was designed by Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava and opened in March 2012. It is
Wow.
conveniently located right next to Prince's Island Park, allowing ample space for some good photos, as there is a beautiful backdrop of Calgary from the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge itself is beautiful. So if you go to this bridge, there's like a whole bunch of people taking like pictures for Instagram or something.
At number 2 is Heritage Park Historical Village.
Okay.
This award-winning attraction is one of Western Canada's most family-friendly museums.
The boat is the attraction? The boat is the museum? Is that right?
Heritage Park Historical Village boasts more than 200 exhibits, spread out over 127 acres of pristine land. Living museums
Really?
take history from behind the glass and place it out into the open, so visitors can experience it firsthand.
Oh, I'm a little confused. Like they're showing people like kayaking or canoeing. This is some kind of experience. Heritage Park Historical Village. This is like a big area with lots of live exhibits to visit, such as going on that boat. That's like an example of one of the things you can do, I think. Is that about right?
Exhibits include a First Nations encampment from the 1880s and a
Oh.
peek into the lives of pre-railway settlers.
Yeah.
And at
cool.
number 1 is Calgary Tower.
Oh, what is this? Calgary Tower? Calgary has a tower? What does this remind me of? Toronto has a tower. I learned about this. The CN Tower. Does every Canadian city, every self-respecting Canadian city, has to have a tower? Look at this thing. It's massive. Okay.
The Calgary Tower is a 190.8-meter freestanding observation tower in downtown Calgary.
Wow. Now I understand why this is number 1. This is super cool. Talk about, oh my God. So you get like this incredible view of the entire city of Calgary if you go up in this thing.
Originally called the Husky Tower,
Oh, I don't, I don't know about this glass floor. That'd be a little scary. That'd be like unnerving. This person has no problem being on this glass floor. Oh, that'd be kind of like disconcerting.
it was conceived as part of an urban renewal plan and to celebrate Canada's centennial of 1967. This soaring
Wow.
tower offers breathtaking panoramic views from
Yeah.
a glass-floored observation deck and the opportunity to dine in the revolving restaurant.
This has a revolving restaurant too. Calgary has a tower with a revolving restaurant as well. Wow. That aside, that's cool. I mean, this is a really cool tower. Extremely high. And my God, what a beautiful view of the city. This must be like maybe the best view of the city.
So that sums up our top 10 things to do in Calgary. We
Wow.
hope you enjoy.
Calgary is gigantic. They were showing some video of looking out the window.
Panoramic views from a glass-floored observation.
Yeah, like this. Calgary is gigantic. Although as you go further in the distance, it just looks like smaller like neighborhoods. Like it's just a bunch of houses, I think. And then the city, like kind of in the center with the big buildings. Very cool.
Sums up our top 10 things to do in Calgary.
Okay, and by the sound of it, that is it. That was very good. That was a very good list. Not exactly what I expected. I didn't know what I expected, but that was a lot. There's a lot of cool things to do in Calgary. Just real quick, this video is by Trailblaze Travels, and I gotta give it a like, because I did enjoy that. That was very well done, and they had good footage of all the attractions that they were talking about. I like that it was a mixture of things in the city of Calgary, and then a couple things in the surrounding Calgary area. That's really cool and very realistic, because if you're visiting Calgary, you're going to be interested in the main attractions right there in the city, and then the ones that are like within an hour. And if you live in Calgary, you just got a lot of cool stuff to do. And ending off on that tower, the tower is sweet. That's really cool. That you definitely have to go on this tower if you visit Calgary. Like you have to. So this is quite enjoyable for me. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Calgary and these amazing things to do, or any other cool things in Calgary that weren't mentioned. That'd be very fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture and learning about stuff and seeing stuff in Canada for the first time, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.